Ooh, look at that! It's time for another Marvel Transformers crossover, because I haven't done one of these in a while. I got a new one. I got Iron Man, but this time it's not the other Iron Man I got that's a jet. This is the one that is a truck. It's like an armored Hummer Jeep truck thing Hasbro invented to make a toy. And it's Iron Man. Kind of an odd choice for Iron Man. I wouldn't really expect this for Iron Man. It's kind of more of a military vehicle. You know, you'd kind of expect someone with a military background to transform into this. So, like, taking a look at the details, you can see the front of it has, like, this armored look, which is interesting, but the rest doesn't. It's almost like, you know, chainmail or something. It's like a scale mail sort of armor. That's really interesting. Yeah, I don't really understand that. But he's got cool wheels. They've got stars and... Oh, no. They repainted Captain America. Yes, I was playing along. I knew the whole time. Well, I actually didn't know when I bought it. I actually had those revelations after I had bought it. Yeah, this is just a repaint of the Captain America Transformers crossover, but it's Iron Man now, because they needed a reason to sell Iron Man again. So here we go. Instead of a shield, you have this turret piece, which you can rotate, and it goes pew 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 pew. That can come off. Then we're left with this, which does look cool. I feel like this definitely would have better suited War Machine. Definitely. It's got more of a War Machine vibe, especially with like the military vehicle and the armor, and just maybe the stars. It would have looked cool with an Iron Patriot. But then again, like Patriot and Cap, they're so close in color schemes, it'd kind of be a hard repaint to sell. But yeah, see some robot underneath. It's a pretty solid figure, man. It's pretty solid. I like this toy. It's really big, too. Like, is there a Transformer I have in vehicle mode just in reach I might be able to? Yes. Here, this is kind of like a deluxe size. Here it is with RID Sideburn. So you can see it's pretty big. Is this kind of like a deluxe size car? Maybe a little small? Yeah, it's pretty big. I wonder why I display this in car mode. Maybe because the robot's kind of wibbly-fibbly and this car is like literally my favorite car ever. I love Dodge Vipers. I wonder. Yeah, really big. I would say this is like a Voyager size. It's a really big toy. It rolls like a dream, which is great. I like when toys can actually function. Anyways, let's transform it. So, to transform I go. Let's raise the camera, and let's get started, shall we? So, you untab panels at first, because he's kind of a panel boy. He's one of those. You just kind of break them apart, and then you're left with a mess of panels. Yeah, like I said, he's one of those. Just kind of flip these panels out of the way. I wonder what these will become, Usually these become the legs on giant robot toys. Guess what? You're right. These are the legs. I love the, like, it has a lot of, like, gas tank detail on it. Like, it's so militaristic. I love it. And then these panels actually work to cover up the wheel, which is actually really cool. And then, there's honestly not too much going on with this guy. You take this, all this stuff, the arms you untab, and you just kind of let dangle for now. This is the most complicated part. You untab this, you rotate it at this axis, and then you rotate the waist. That was kind of hard to figure out on my own, but I managed. Tab that in, and then let's tilt it up, and then you flip this in, and then this is one of the hardest things. You have to... his shoulders. You see how they're kind of loose floating? You have to like slide it over and get it to tab in over there. So like you slide it over and you feel like you're gonna break it. Like you seriously feel like you're gonna break it. Because see, you have to pull it out and then slide it over. And then, man, it takes so much force. I can see kids just leaving them wibbly the whole time, honestly. I honestly was thinking I was going to break it. But no, I kind of took a closer inspection. You can kind of see where like it sort of fits in there, and then where it recedes. There's like a crevice where it recedes for transformation. Then the arms, you just fold up the panels. Pretty much already done. And then those pieces, they just kind of float. And then we're almost done. We just have the head, which is a pain because you have to take this piece, but it doesn't just flip up. You have that little notch right there, and this is why I keep the thumbnail long, even though I kind of trimmed it like I should. I should probably just keep it this length, shouldn't I? You take it, you have to get it like that, and then the head you pull up, but you don't just pull it up that far. You have to yank it. Whoop. Yeah, it takes a lot of force. You have to yank it to the point where it actually sits. Then these things are just the shoulder armor, and here we go. This is Iron Man in his robot mode. You can plug this into his hand. Oh wait, you can actually straighten the legs a little more. Let's get those a little more straight. You can plug this into his hand like an idiot. If you think your Iron Man should have a handheld weapon, ew. Or, awesomely, the ports where you probably plugged in the shield, you can plug in the arm cannon as like an arm cannon. I kind of prefer that. It's like a Megatron fusion cannon. Kind of makes him feel more like a Transformer. But yeah, you can definitely see how this was Captain America, because all that scale mail armor is now up on his chest, because that's what it was meant for. And this piece obviously is new, because they painted the arc reactor triangle on it when before it was Captain America's star. Drink time. No, I'm not going to cut that out. You need to know when I take a sip. And yeah, it's just big and bulky. It's cool. It works. I feel like it would have worked a little better for War Machine, but I think they made a War Machine out of a different mold. But yeah, this is a cool figure. I may be wondering, how big is it? Well, good sir, let me compare it with a Voyager class figure. This is the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime mold, but this is actually like the AOA mech Nemesis Prime repaint. It's a knockoff, but it's, you know, the same thing. So you can see it's about Voyager size, if not a little bigger. Not fair to assess weight because they actually put some die cast in that. But he's heavy too. He's a heavy, chunky boy. Like he's a big boy. And if you want to see him next to a Marvel legend, here it is. I'm filming the review at the same time with the new War Machine. See, that's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the comparisons. All we have to do is kind of take a closer look, go over articulation, and call it a day. So there we have the head sculpt. Let me, boop, there we go. That's the thumbnail. Yeah, head sculpt looks good. I like it. You could honestly just use it as an Iron Man helmet. It works. I feel like the Iron Man Transformers work the most because this seems like something crazy Tony would do if he had Cybertron tech. He would make a Transformer. You know he would do this. If Tony had access to this kind of technology, if he knew KSI or mech or whatever, he would do this. He would do this. Yeah, you have a swivel there. You have hinge and swivel at the shoulders. You have a swivel and bend at the elbow. You have swivels at the wrists. You have a swivel at the waist, which is awesome. You have legs that can move forward. They can move out to the side. You do have a knee bend and a knee swivel, I think. Yeah, it's kind of tight, but you do have a knee swivel too. And you have ankles that can kind of move down. You can kind of pinch them. So yeah, what you're left with is a really posable, really chunky, nice, blocky robot. What you're left with is a fun Transformers toy. The team that did the Marvel crossovers was clearly not the same team that did the Star Wars ones, because the Marvel ones were so much better. I genuinely enjoy these as Transformers toys. Are they perfect? No. Are they a little awkward? Yes. Were they designed by the same people who design normal Transformers? It's obvious they're not. But is it good? Yeah. This is good. This is a good figure, man, and I really recommend it. If you're an Iron Man fan, if you're a Transformers Iron Man fan like I am, this is one you should maybe track down. But if you don't want it in Iron Man flavor, you could go get Captain America, you know? Get Cap if you don't want Iron Man. Just, it's a fun figure, man. This is one of the better Marvel crossovers. Is it the best? No. The Venom/Carnage is the best. That one's really good. Not perfect. Not even as, like, durable as this. But that one's really good. This one, though, is also really good. And I recommend it, man. Go get it. Yeah, there we go. There's my review of the Marvel Transformers crossovers. Iron Man, Captain America repaint. I don't really like Captain America repaint and Iron Man. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know exactly how they marketed this. It'll be in the title. That's how you'll be able to find the video. Alrighty guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.